Silver Eagle is kind of the flagship silver coin of the United States government, okay? We sell the Canadian maple leaf and have for many, many years. We have a lot of our friends in Canada watch, of course. And of course, there's a lot of people that like to collect all the different silver coins of the world. Canada being probably the second most popular. One of the cool things about the Royal Canadian Mint is I think they're the most technologically proficient mint in the world today. Actually, far more than the United States Mint. They do some really cool things, and they do things that collectors really like. And this coin really embodies that. First thing is it's reverse proof. Now remember, a regular proof coin, the field of the coin is the shiny part, and the device or raised part of the coin is the matte finished part. In reverse proof, the United States government does a few of these, but not, I don't think, as well as Canada does. Ounce of silver that you're going to contain in this.
Reverse proof 70, meaning perfect.
Perfect. So it's a perfect certified coin. Now, it's the 150th anniversary of Canada here is what this ultimately comes down to. This is the Privy mark. This is one of the cool things that the Royal Canadian Mint does. So they do a regular Canadian maple leaf, all right? And then they sub-mark it as a subset by putting what they call a Privy mark or a Privy seal on it that you're going to see right here. This designates something that is significantly rarer still. That you see that little maple leaf, the maple leaf in the maple leaf, which denotes that as an even more. I'm going to turn that just so we can see it. You have a 150th anniversary in that Privy mark that you're going to have there, and so you have that coin as well. So it says, it says what it is, has the limited edition and all that. Now, we have a secondary limited edition of this that is certified first day of issue of 4,150. Let me explain something to you. If the United States government did this same exact thing and put an American flag Privy mark on their coin and limited it to this coin, and I had 4,150 of them, I would have to charge $179 and it would sell out in a single airing. So what this is kind of, to me, kind of almost an undiscovered value, if you will.
And this is the only airing.
Yes, this is the only airing of the day. So we brought this in because the Canadian coin, very, very important. Robin was, I did the show 2 hours ago with Robin. She was very upset because she collects the maple leaves. She wanted to do it in her hour. I said, no, we only have 1 hour with it. And that's going to be only one airing, and it's this airing that you have right here. The great part is this, with an ounce of silver, with the certification, with the limited edition, to get this at $79.95 is a pretty exceptional opportunity because you get a rare coin, you get a silver coin, you get a coin that is certified perfect, you get a coin that's individually numbered to guarantee its place within the limited edition, and you get all of those things, and you get a presentation box with it as well, all for $79.95. So that's a fantastic. That
reverse proof. Boy, they're heavy.
Well, ounce of silver in there as well, so that's important. So you've got, so when you look at collectability, you're looking at, is there intrinsic value? In other words, does it have gold or silver? Yeah, there's an ounce of pure silver in this, okay? Does it have rarity? Absolutely, and it has a subsection of rarity based on the Privy mark or the Privy seal that you see right down here. And then you've got the fact, is it high grade? Yes, it's certified absolutely, positively perfect. Is it a special finish? Yes, in reverse proof. And you get the presentation box. Kind of, once again, all the reasons to collect are,
Mike, you hook us up. I appreciate it so much. You work very hard. And I know we're moving on. This is 547-892.